16 Practices for Managing Stress, a Stoic's Guide to Inner Fortitude. In the shadows of our minds, stress lurks like a relentless predator, ready to pounce at any sign of weakness. Yet, we, the disciples of Stoicism, have forged a path of resilience, guided by the wisdom of the ancients. Our journey is not one of escape, but of transformation, turning the tempest of stress into a crucible of inner strength. Let us delve into 16 practices that echo through the corridors of time, practices that the Stoics of old would recognize as the cornerstone of a life well lived. 1. Embrace the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, once wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." In the labyrinth of our thoughts, stress often finds its roots in regrets of the past or anxieties about the future. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we strip stress of its power. This practice is not mere escapism, but a deliberate focus on what we can control here and now. In every breath, in every heartbeat, we find a sanctuary of calm amid the chaos. Imagine standing on a cliff's edge, the wind howling around you, the waves crashing below. The future is the storm on the horizon, the past the tempest behind. Yet, here, on this precipice, you find your balance, your center. By embracing the present moment, we become like the seasoned sailor who navigates the storm not by lamenting the waves that have passed or fearing those to come, but by steering the ship with a steady hand. In this practice, we discover that the present is not a fleeting moment, but an eternal now, a refuge from the ceaseless churn of time. 2. Reframe your perception. Epictetus, the Stoic sage, taught us, people are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. Stress is born not from events themselves, but from our interpretation of them. This is a profound truth, for it places the power within us. We can choose how we perceive challenges, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Consider the blacksmith, who sees not the raw metal as an impediment, but as material to be shaped by the fire of his forge. In the same way, we can reframe our perceptions, seeing stress not as a threat, but as a forge for our character. When faced with adversity, we ask not, "Why is this happening to me?" but "How can I use this to strengthen my resolve?" By altering our perception, we turn the trials of life into the very tools of our transformation. 3. Cultivate an inner citadel. The Stoics spoke often of the inner citadel, a fortress within that remains unassailable by external circumstances. This citadel is built from our core values and principles, a stronghold of integrity and virtue. Seneca advised, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." In the midst of turmoil, we retreat to this inner citadel, where we are impervious to the storms that rage outside. Picture yourself as a towering castle, the winds of fate battering against your walls, yet within, you remain serene and unshaken. This is not detachment from the world, but a deep engagement with it, fortified by the unyielding strength of our inner convictions. 4. Practice negative visualization. To the uninitiated, the Stoic practice of negative visualization may seem counterintuitive. Yet, by contemplating the worst that could happen, we desensitize ourselves to fear and anxiety. As Seneca counseled, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." Visualize the loss of what you hold dear, your possessions, your status, even your loved ones. This is not a morbid exercise, but a way to appreciate their value more deeply and to prepare ourselves for life's inevitable changes. By confronting our fears head-on, we strip them of their ability to paralyze us. We become like the warrior who, having faced death in his mind, finds courage in the heat of battle. 5. Focus on what you can control. Central to Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control. As Epictetus taught, some things are within our control, and some things are not. Stress often arises from our futile attempts to control the uncontrollable. By discerning the difference, we free ourselves from needless worry. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. But if you open your hand, the sand rests peacefully in your palm. So it is with life. We focus our energy on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, our responses, and let go of the rest. This practice is not about resignation, but about empowerment, channeling our efforts where they can make a difference. 6. Embrace discomfort. Stoicism teaches us to embrace discomfort as a path to growth. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Stress is often a signal that we are stepping out of our comfort zone, venturing into the unknown. Think of the sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike of the chisel is a moment of discomfort, yet with each strike, a masterpiece emerges. In the same way, we embrace the discomfort of stress, knowing that it is shaping us into something greater. We do not shy away from challenges, but welcome them as the very substance of our development. 7. Meditate on impermanence. The Stoics held a profound awareness of the impermanence of all things. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Consider how quickly all things are dissolved and resolved, the bodies and substances themselves into the elements, and their inmost forms into the reason." By meditating on the transient nature of life, we gain perspective and serenity. Picture a river flowing endlessly, each moment a drop of water that passes and is gone. Stress arises when we cling to the fleeting drops, forgetting that the river itself flows on. By embracing impermanence, we learn to let go of our attachment to specific outcomes and find peace in the ever-changing flow of life. 8. Seek solitude and reflection. In our bustling world, solitude is a rare and precious gift. Seneca advised, "Withdraw into yourself as much as you can. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve." In solitude, we find the space to reflect, to reconnect with our inner selves, and to gain clarity. Imagine a quiet forest where the only sound is the rustle of leaves in the wind. In this sanctuary of solitude, we listen to the whispers of our own soul, away from the clamor of the world. Reflection allows us to process our experiences, to align our actions with our values, and to emerge stronger and more centered. Solitude is not loneliness, but a deep communion with our true selves. 9. Practice gratitude. Gratitude, for the Stoic, is not a fleeting emotion but a cultivated practice, a deliberate focus on recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In the throes of stress, it is easy to become consumed by what we lack or what troubles us. Yet, by practicing gratitude, we shift our focus from scarcity to abundance, from anxiety to appreciation. Picture a garden in full bloom. Amidst the flowers, there may be weeds and thorns, but the beauty of the garden lies in the flourishing blooms. So it is with our lives. By taking time each day to acknowledge the blessings we have, the love of family, the comfort of a home, the simple joys of daily life, we cultivate a mindset of abundance. This practice is not about ignoring the challenges we face, but about balancing our perspective, seeing the full spectrum of our experiences. Gratitude transforms our perception, helping us to see stress not as a dominating force, but as one aspect of a richly varied life. 10. Engage in physical exercise. The Stoics understood the profound connection between body and mind. As Epictetus remarked, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Physical exercise is a powerful tool for mastering oneself, a way to channel stress into constructive action. Through disciplined physical activity, we not only strengthen our bodies, but also fortify our minds. Imagine a warrior training for battle, each movement a testament to discipline and strength. In the same way, we engage in physical exercise to prepare ourselves for the battles of daily life. Whether it is a vigorous run, a challenging workout, or a calming yoga session, exercise releases pent-up tension, clears the mind, and instills a sense of accomplishment. It is a ritual that grounds us in our physicality, reminding us of our strength and resilience. Through the practice of exercise, we build a foundation of physical health that supports our mental and emotional well-being. 11. Cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness, the practice of fully immersing ourselves in the present moment, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Stop whatever you're doing for a moment and ask yourself, am I afraid of death because I won't be able to do this anymore?" This reflection encourages us to savor each moment, to live with a heightened awareness of the here and now. Consider the craftsman meticulously working on a piece of art, each stroke of the brush or carve of the chisel a meditation in focus and presence. By cultivating mindfulness, we immerse ourselves in our daily activities with full attention and awareness. This practice helps us to break free from the distractions and mental clutter that often accompany stress. We learn to appreciate the simplicity of a moment, whether it is the taste of a meal, the sound of nature, or the rhythm of our breath. Mindfulness is not about achieving a state of perpetual calm, but about fully engaging with life, finding depth and meaning in the present. 12. Develop a daily routine. Routines anchor our lives, providing structure and stability in the midst of chaos. The Stoics believed in the power of disciplined living, as Seneca noted, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." A well-structured daily routine helps us to manage stress by creating a sense of order and predictability. Imagine a sailor navigating the vast ocean, his course set by the stars and his routine guiding him through each day. In the same way, we develop daily routines that steer us through the complexities of life. These routines include practices such as waking up at a consistent time, setting aside moments for reflection, engaging in regular physical exercise, and dedicating time to meaningful work and relationships. A routine is not a rigid schedule, but a flexible framework that supports our goals and values. By adhering to a daily routine, we create a sense of stability and control, reducing the uncertainty that often fuels stress. #13. Practice self-compassion. The Stoics recognized the importance of treating oneself with kindness and understanding, a concept that may seem paradoxical given their reputation for stern self-discipline. Yet, true Stoic practice involves a balance of rigor and gentleness, a harmony of striving for excellence while acknowledging our human frailties. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not be harsh with yourself, for neither are you wholly responsible for the stress you endure." Self-compassion is the practice of extending the same care and empathy to ourselves that we would offer to a friend in need, recognizing that we are imperfect beings striving towards wisdom. Visualize a healer tending to a wounded warrior, gently and patiently addressing the injuries with meticulous care. In this imagery lies the essence of self-compassion. The healer does not scold the warrior for being injured. Instead, they provide the necessary care to aid recovery. Similarly, in practicing self-compassion, we acknowledge our struggles and imperfections without judgment or harshness. We understand that we are engaged in the noble, lifelong pursuit of wisdom, and setbacks are part of this journey. When faced with stress, it is easy to criticize ourselves harshly, believing that we should be stronger, more resilient, or more capable. We may tell ourselves that our struggles are a sign of weakness or failure. However, self-compassion invites us to recognize our humanity, to accept that it is natural to feel overwhelmed at times, and to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would extend to others. This practice involves three key components: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. To integrate self-compassion into our daily lives, we can start with simple practices. One effective technique is to set aside time each day for self-reflection. During this time, we can acknowledge our efforts, recognize our challenges, and offer ourselves words of encouragement. Writing in a journal can be a powerful way to express self-compassion. We can write letters to ourselves, offering the same support and understanding we would give to a dear friend. Another practice is to develop self-compassionate affirmations. These are positive statements that we can repeat to ourselves, especially during times of stress. Examples include, "I am doing my best, and that is enough," or "I deserve kindness and understanding." By repeating these affirmations, we reinforce a mindset of self-compassion, gradually shifting our inner dialogue towards greater self-support. Additionally, we can practice self-compassion through physical self-care. Engaging in activities that nourish our body and mind, such as taking a relaxing bath, going for a walk in nature, or practicing yoga, can reinforce our commitment to self-compassion. These activities serve as reminders that we deserve care and attention, helping to restore our balance and well-being. Incorporating self-compassion into our Stoic practice enhances our resilience, enabling us to face stress with greater strength and grace. By treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, we build an inner reserve of strength, fostering a mindset that supports our growth and well-being. As we navigate the challenges of life, self-compassion becomes a powerful ally, guiding us towards a path of greater wisdom and inner peace. 14. Engage in meaningful work. The Stoics believed in the value of purposeful action, as Epictetus asserted, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a figure. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time." Engaging in meaningful work provides a sense of purpose and fulfillment, helping to counteract the effects of stress. Picture a builder constructing a grand cathedral, each brick laid with intention and care. In our lives, meaningful work can take many forms: a profession we are passionate about, a creative pursuit, or volunteer efforts that contribute to the well-being of others. This work gives our days structure and purpose, providing a counterbalance to the stressors we encounter. When we are deeply engaged in activities that align with our values and passions, we experience a sense of flow, where stress fades into the background. Meaningful work is not about achieving external success, but about finding intrinsic satisfaction in the act of creation and contribution. 15. Strengthen social connections. The Stoics understood that we are social beings, interconnected and interdependent. Seneca wrote, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." Strong social connections provide a vital support system, helping us to navigate the challenges of life with resilience and grace. Imagine a network of roots beneath a mighty tree, each root supporting and strengthening the whole. In our lives, relationships with family, friends, and community form the roots that sustain us. By nurturing these connections, we create a foundation of support and understanding. This involves not only receiving support, but also offering it, building bonds through shared experiences and mutual care. Social connections provide a sense of belonging and security, reducing the isolation that often exacerbates stress. Through these relationships, we find comfort, encouragement, and strength, knowing that we are not alone in our journey. 16. Embrace the wisdom of nature. The Stoics revered nature as a source of wisdom and tranquility. Marcus Aurelius observed, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better." Immersing ourselves in the natural world helps to soothe our minds and restore our sense of balance. Imagine standing on a mountain peak, the vast expanse of the earth stretching out before you. The beauty and majesty of nature remind us of the broader context of our lives, putting our stresses into perspective. By spending time in natural settings, whether it is a walk in the forest, a visit to the ocean, or simply sitting in a garden. We reconnect with the rhythms of the earth. Nature's cycles of growth and renewal offer a profound lesson in resilience and adaptability. In the presence of nature, we find a sanctuary from the demands of modern life, a space to breathe, reflect, and recharge. This practice encourages us to live in harmony with the natural world, finding peace in its enduring beauty and wisdom. In the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, we find not a refuge from stress, but a powerful means of transforming it into inner strength. By embracing the present, reframing our perceptions, cultivating our inner citadel, practicing negative visualization, focusing on what we can control, embracing discomfort, meditating on impermanence, seeking solitude and reflection, practicing gratitude, engaging in physical exercise, cultivating mindfulness, developing a daily routine, practicing self-compassion, engaging in meaningful work, strengthening social connections, and embracing the wisdom of nature, we arm ourselves with the tools to face life's challenges with fortitude and grace. In the echoes of the ancient Stoics, we hear a call to rise above our circumstances, to forge a path of resilience and courage. As we navigate the tumultuous seas of modern life, let us carry these practices in our hearts, not as burdens but as beacons, guiding us to a place of inner peace and unshakable strength. The journey is not easy, but it is ours to undertake, with the wisdom of the ages lighting our way. Together, we walk this path of Stoicism, transforming stress into a source of profound inner power. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Let's strive to live better, more respectful lives. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic.